program issue.
Hold on a second. Hang on. I'm just going to listen really closely to this. Hold this away so that it doesn't. I don't want to hear that. It could, for all I know, be a programming thing. If it is, then that's fine. At least we have a second camera now.
Oh, hi.
Wait for it. Let's see. I don't hear anything.
Well, I don't know what's up with this broadcasting thing.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out as we're speaking. This is a new camera. Wait, you can't even hear us, so what's the point?
No, why are you saying anything?
What's the point?
What's the point of life? What's the point of life? I look at the camera, not the screen. No.
Hey, what's this?
This is the buy this and get this much stuff.
Ah, there's a delay.
There's a delay.
But that wouldn't. System sound is different. Oh, hang on. Would that do it? 2 HD webcam.
Oh, did you have the other audio on?
Hang on a second. Okay, we're going to press fly. And okay.
And action.
Wait, say that again.
I'm waiting.
We've got.
I got the bounce.
Do we have bounce?
Oh, don't turn it down. Turn it down. It's gonna screech. I hear us. Holy shit! I hear us.
Oh, we finally have fucking audio.
We have audio.
Now, I'm gonna have to check that later. Oh, so for those of you just joining us, we've been trying to figure out for like the last hour and a half what the hell's going on with our audio, and we actually resorted to actually buying a new C270 from Logitech, and I don't know if it's actually I don't know if it was actually the camera or not, but we have a working camera, so we're gonna get that thing hooked up right now. It's actually still partially wrapped, so I'm gonna unwrap it. We're gonna actually get started on this damn pack opening now, finally, huh? Okay, so meow. What is it, Misty? Meow. Come in here. Come in here. Say hi to the camera, Misty. That's our old lunch.
New people, they don't make it.
You can keep the audio on that just slightly down, just in case for whatever reason it decides to kick out again. Just keep it low, otherwise there's going to be an echo. Kitty. Okay. She wants outside, that's why. She usually taunts me like that when she wants outside. Okay. So, wow, this cord's new. So we have a second camera that we could potentially hook up right now and not have to actually local record. I'm going to actually take a chance, try to plug it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let the cat out.
You can if you want to. Oh. Ooh, interesting. Just testing a few things before we get continued on our lovely extravaganza. And just do it here. Okay. So it can't be plugged into the same source because if it gets plugged into the same source, it might
think it's the same camera.
Yeah. So I'm just.
Oh shit, really? Because each camera has a different property setting to it.
Oh god, they're both C20. So which one's the one? Okay, well that's obviously not it.
Delete it.
Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Oh, come on. Okay.
Oh no.
This is weird because they're both named.
Can we not rename the one?
So, okay, so there's the one that I'm holding right now.
Okay, we want the one I'm at.
So, yeah, this one, the one that I'm holding, we want.
That's for the big. That's for the cards. So we
Yeah.
hook this up right here.
Yeah, and hold on.
Hold on.
This one.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh,
Look at the card.
there.
Okay.
That's what we want
Alright.
right there.
There we are. And people in the stream go, "What's going on?"
Oh, there's things going on. You have no idea. I'm so happy that we're finally
We got it going. I'm so happy.
Yeah, he's probably watching the adjustments going on. So one of these cameras is going to be on the cards.
Yeah,
and
that's-
the other.
That's
so,
the camera that's in your hand.
So that's the one that's in my hand because that's what we want.
Is that going to reach? Is the question.
Probably not. So I'm probably going to try plugging in there, but it might. You know, so we're gonna.
We'll try. We'll try. Just plug it into the.
I'm gonna unplug it from my tower right now and see what happens. So you're gonna
And-
lose to me in
Boop.
3, 2, 1. There we go.
Camera not available. Oh no! But I'm still here, so everyone's happy. We're all here. We're all deer. I got a card here.
Is it gonna blink on me again? Let me see.
I don't think it's the port.
Oh, it's blinking. Yeah, can't be that. It can't be that same source.
Really?
Yeah. I figured that might happen because it's the exact same camera. And
That's
it's
why I
going
said
the
you should
exact-
go to a different one.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only one that I can find. Which is the funny
There's
thing.
another one there, like for another. Oh, it's still up here, so it's $30 more or whatever.
So how are we gonna go about doing that?
Unless we move the entire table over.
Which isn't happening, unfortunately.
Why not?
Well, we could just be in a completely different spot.
Well, we could put this camera where that one reaches.
Guess so. We're gonna do some reorganizing, I suppose. That might work. We just need to move a bunch of things out of the way. And that's not gonna be in the backdrop. I suppose if we make it so that that camera's on the cards and we're just right there,
So that camera on the cards.
like
and what-
so that camera on the cards, we'll sit like right here. We'll have the table move back here, and then that will be on us.
Well, I thought.
Is what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Okay, so
we're basically rotating the whole setup this way.
Okay, now I see what you're doing. Yeah. I got it now. We're good.
So we're gonna try that method, and hopefully that'll work. So it's gonna be a little different than normal.
People watching still go, what the fuck's going on, man?
You're not falling over on me a second time.
No.
In fact, I'm just gonna remove you from the current setup right now.
Okay. Sit right here.
So we're not needing to record locally anymore, I guess.
Well, do we still not want to record locally just for the YouTubes?
Well, I think we can actually record locally on the same program, right?
I'm just gonna sit here with the box and with the game.
Okay, so rotate every. Actually, rotate down, aren't they?
Oh yeah, but they're easy to just pop off.
There you go. So that goes there. We're going to. So this can only come to about right here. Oh, that looks not bad actually. We just need the tripod. We'll use.
I'm gonna zoom in. I was gonna say.
I don't know if there's a zoom on this thing. Just forward. Okay, good. Yeah.
Grab the camera. Grab the camera. See how scooch I need to go forward.
Hang on. I'm gonna.
Scooch forward.
Hang on. I'm getting a tripod here.
Well, just so we have room behind us, so we can actually film the cards.
Hopefully the light isn't gonna be.
Oh, I mean, we got the camera there. We got the stream. We got the stream right there and everything.
It's a
This
decent
is good.
setup.
This is
It's
good
just gonna
stuff.
take a little while to hold. Oh, that's not too bad actually. We're gonna probably have to.
You gotta lower it though.
Oh, what the hell? Something is wrong with this thing. Oh, it's.
No, just
unbalanced.
lower the freaking
I
stand.
know. I'm just doing this. Just trying to make sure that.
What are you doing? What did you? What happened? What are you talking about? What is wrong? with
Leveling.
Oh. Ta-da!
Oh, that is crooked. As per usual.
Well, that's not that hard.
Well,
to fix.
actually, this is a little. Oh wow. No way.
No, just gotta. It's not that hard to fix with a tripod.
Yeah.
Hey, Anna.
Why are all this
Boom.
Boom.
That's about right.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just scooch over.
The other
Scooch,
camera.
scooch. Oh, here it is.
Just looking at the feed, it's like, okay, where's the other camera now? It's right here.
The tripod and the other camera right here.
Yep, which we are going to
And
actually.
put behind us.
Yeah. Maybe I should use that tripod on the laptop? Put it on the laptop instead, maybe? And put that here?
Shit.
That would have been useful, actually.
We have the wrong camera in the wrong spot. That's supposed to be that's the card camera.
This is the card?
That's the card camera we're showing the cards.
Well, that's okay, because I can always swap them easily, so
Okay.
it don't matter.
Fine. Fine.
Yeah, I'm
Still getting my phone out to test it audio. Making sure our audio is not cut out.
commute. Just keeping that on to make sure. We've got an interesting setup going on here, but it's the only way it'll work because it's the exact same camera model, so they can't both plug into that. So I have to have one plugged into the tower. Okay, where am I? Okay.
Oh, you moved that again, didn't you?
I moved it.
Oh, aren't you sneaky? Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny how we actually got the. I've got this camera set up
On the laptop.
on the laptop, and then we've got that right there. Oh, hi. This is the thing.
Yeah, that one
This one's gonna come over
behind us.
here.
Is it not going to come right between us right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to work my way.
I got the camera. Got the camera fast enough. And is this is the one that has audio working?
I actually.
I kind of want to have the one with audio working to be closer to us.
Yeah, that one should be the one with the audio working, right? Talk really loudly into that.
Talk really loudly.
Yeah, that's the one with the audio.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that thing spikes.
Because yeah, if I talk over here. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Shit. Sorry, streamers.
Should I do a different angle? So. Oh, we might be able to do that way because this is what I did on my test stream.
I'm so sorry to the stream. I feel like an
I'll take
asshole.
that.
Here, you take that.
We're gonna wrap it around this way. Yeah.
Wrap it around that way.
We'll just find a way to hold this on here, but there's a screw in the way. Hold on, let's put that. That's not that bad. Oh, here. Let's see. Very useful for the thing. Dim the light. Probably some nat light would be okay,
Not some night, but it's still.
but very bright. That's the only problem. Oh, it's still quite bright. I'm gonna have to close these all the way. And it is gonna get quite hot in here, so I'm gonna turn the fan on. Hopefully, it won't do too much sound. Hopefully, it won't blow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we not. Probably not a good idea.
Oh, there it is over there. What am I looking at?
Well, actually, it's on both ways. So while I'm at it, where did the mouse go? Oh, it's way over there. That's probably my mother. Probably my father. Ready to pick me up. Ready to come home. Okay, so I'm going to now put that one to there. Swap. Put that one about that big. There or so.
Oh, my mean.
The cards. I'm thinking if we do it so that they're that way, because we're going to be filming sideways.
And we can't film behind us?
I just don't want to have to worry about bumping the camera. Less likely if the camera's over here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I guess. Well,
Let's
see.
only I could zoom-
Perspective.
If only I could zoom. Actually, yeah. Move them down to
So move the camera down. Oh, there. Oh, that looks perfect. Okay, there's the other one right here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
look at it.
yeah, we're just,
And we'll help Gideon like chill. Maybe.
yeah.
Gideon,
Well, there's still some adjustment to do. So
Gideon. I'm just saying because with our other thing, but I know you can just squeeze it a bit.
yeah. Let's scooch these up a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. A little bit of space in between. So yeah, we're getting it.
I think we should just
It's going to be really weird because we're used to doing it the other way, but
I think we should have bought one extra pack so we have 5 each.
That was another thing that I thought.
Whatever. We only got a fatty box opening. Whatever. I'll open up the land if I have to.
Can you read that from there, the chat box?
The chat box?
Yeah.
Kind of, but if I need to, I can upload it on my phone.
Sure.
Oh, that's not the right button. There we go.
I mean, I could upload it on the computer again, but because but that's what spawned the whole problem from before. So
There,
So-
okay.
that
So I
thing,
got that.
we're almost ready to go. But first, in the joy of the occasion, we need a drink.
Drink?
Yes. Would you like 7-Up or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
I'm definitely getting a Pepsi.
This thing is now sponsored by Pepsi.
Yeah.
Crap, we got sponsors now.
Yeah. No sponsors here, by the way.
No sponsors. We just drink Pepsi.
Yeah, that's right.
More of a Coke guy.
Just like Pepsi. So I'm gonna. Oh, hold on. I can move it over here, and then it's out of my way. Still planning, even when we think we're ready. So, for those wondering what the hell's with the Stopto tokens, we're gonna explain those as soon as we actually start. But, well, actually, we're not. Basically, the Thopters are just to let us know exactly where the cards are gonna end up. Where
So you can read them for yourself. If you can't read them, then we'll still tell you what they are.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, this camera doesn't have a highly good focus.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's about right.
where's my binder? My binder's over there.
You can grab it if you want.
You can grab my binder.
Yeah, your binder.
My binder.
And I'll have my binder.
I'm just gonna grab a random
Stand
card.
by.
Random card test.
For readability.
Yeah.
Of
Just-
course, we're going to be talking about the card anyway, but
Let's get a. Did I actually get that card? Did I mark it off? Oh, I did mark it off. I see that. I didn't know if I got my infinite obliteration. Actually, I will use that card. Infinite obliteration. Okay, move the box. So here's the card I got a while ago for the trade. How's that look on the stream?
well, I
Suppose
suppose
we'll be zooming forward.
if only there was a zoom feature. Unfortunately, I think that's
Focus, focus.
and we would have to read it sideways. That's the only other thing. So maybe we should do it from behind us.
Oh, like I said, we could read it out, name the creature card, then put it down. There's the picture of it. Infinite obliteration. Well, it is kind of readable in the stream.
Kind of, I guess. Yeah.
This is what I know Boogie does. Boogie 2988 does. So yeah, there you go. There's an idea of that. You okay?
Yeah.
Gonna die?
Nope.
Don't die on us.
Can I grab the lines cap? So much climbing over to do.
Excuse my rudeness. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Well, if you guys do have any questions, just talk to on the stream and we'll answer it. I got the stream because it's kind of hard for us to read all the way over there because that's where the chat is. So I have it on my little doohickey phone
Yeah,
here.
We'll try to pay attention to all that sort of stuff as well.
This stream is brought to you by Gideon. He is going to be over here.
I'm just thinking that
There's the box.
I'm really actually thinking that maybe we should have it there because then we can sort of
No,
read
we
off
got it. We have it already in.
But if we have it already set up,
We'll, like I said, we'll talk about it, then we'll put it down. There's our foil promo Gideon
all right.
from the pre-release.
Okay,
I do.
I think we should do that thing that we said we would do. At the
So are
beginning.
we filming this for YouTube as well?
Actually, I'm gonna see if I can try to record it locally, but if not, it don't matter.
I don't.
No,
No.
we'll just keep
Because
it as
you
is.
had
'Cause I
that
can
rough,
always
you had that rough time. Let's do it.
I can always
Where's your pro camera?
my pro camera.
Yeah, the big camera.
It's right here.
So do we not have that either looking at us or no? Don't worry about it.
That's
Don't worry about it.
That's fine. Almost ready to begin, I would say. I'm gonna get my phone on me just in case something interesting pops up. Because you're only gonna see this much of the table on the big screen, and then we're here.
Sorry, I had to texting people to say come to our stream.
I guess there's no more technical difficulties either. So I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong keyboard.
Well then, move from one camera to the other camera and from one thing to the next thing.
Okay. Done.
Done. Saved. Yeah.
Ready?
We're good. Is it
Hi,
good?
mate. Nice stream. I was wondering if
Yeah,
you
that was a long
follow
time ago.
for-
Follow for follow. Don't have to.
Okay. I'd say we're ready to start,
We're
but
ready to
before we start, I'd say we just
We have
do.
to,
we have to do that.
die.
Yeah, ready? You guys have no idea what we had to go through to get this whole thing. Oh yeah, good job. We had to go through to get this whole thing set up, but I'm glad that we're able to work with 2 cameras now, because the camera that's filming our faces right now, the audio stopped working on us.
It was weird. Like,
partway through, actually, it didn't work.
It didn't work from the beginning. It was really odd.
I know, and thanks to one of the guys watching telling us we had no audio, and we were trying to figure out for the hour until we finally reached the conclusion. Let's just get another one. So that's what's right here, and it's going to be filming this stuff. Then, oh, hi. Oh, what are you? Okay,
Let's
let's get started. Yes, this is one of the planeswalkers in his creature form, Kytheon, I think.
Yeah.
As you can see by the gold lettering, he is a promo. I pulled this guy out of one of my promo packs from the pre-release. By the way, Origins overall, awesome set. I have 3 of the 5 planeswalkers already, including this guy.
Lucky.
So, what's interesting about these planeswalkers is that they transform.
Yep, they turn into basically what back during the Innistrad block a few blocks ago, they had transforming cards where you have the one side, and then out of nowhere you have another side. So you actually have the planeswalker. And to be able to do that, they do tell you on the legendary form how to turn them into the planeswalker. So on Kytheon here, as basically whenever he and 2 other creatures attack, I think it is. Yeah, 2 other attack this combat, you exile him, and then you turn him into Gideon, the Battle Forged.
And if you want to know why seems to have 2 different names, read up on his lore, because it explains that.
Oh yeah, his lore, basically this is a pre-release foil, so that's why if you look really closely, you probably can't see in the stream, there's actually a date right here.
The date of the pre-release.
The date of the pre-release, so a week before the actual thing came out. Basically, it adds a bit of value to the card, so right now that's probably, I think a $30 card right now, because he's not that much compared to Jace and Liliana.
Yeah, I don't have Jace or Liliana. I have Nissa, I have Chandra. Awesome draft, by the way. And I also have this. Yeah, that's what I was just about to get to. This, if you watched my other Fat Pack opening for Origins, I opened up the Chandra one. Actually, all of my Magic cards are lined up very nicely along here, which was supposed to be a wonderful backdrop for the stream.
Yeah.
But due to the setup, I just decided to do it this way.
Yeah, do everything.
I'm gonna set it up here, but we just want to get this over.
We want to get this over with.
We've had one heck of a day, so. Yeah, let's take a look at it. So, Kytheon, I'm just going to go ahead and put him aside over
I'm opening the box, unless you want me to open the box.
You can open the box. I opened up the last box, so that's totally fine. So, this one, we're opening up Liliana. Liliana, right?
Yeah,
apparently I said Lysandra.
You said Lysandra.
I said Lysandra because I've been playing so much late, but I don't actually play Lysandra, but I have an L1.
I have her as a top champion. Alright, so, opening the box, as everyone sees, you have, of course, a little security tag, because they're security. But we also, I'll let you open that because it's yours.
Yes, I would like to see this very much.
It also does come with a guide so you have like all your card list and everything. So there's a bunch of your cards right there. Everything from in there also tells you a bit of the lore. There is the Liliana he talks about.
That's awesome.
And then there's her story. A bit of her story is actually inside the Fat Pack.
Yep.
Where it talks about how for years she was trained to be the healer of Dramoria. I can never say that name right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has a lore for all 5 planeswalkers. Les Lily. Again, we have Gideon or Kytios.
Yep.
So that's all in there. As well as we get some pretty cardboard. Pretty cardboard's always fun. And inside the box, as you see, we have a box. We have, again, more cardboard. Hello.
Hi.
More people come to say hello. Hello.
Yes.
We've had a fun day.
We had one heck of a day. Yeah. We are live.
We're live. Oh, no worries.
That's
You can talk.
That's alright.
No, the one camera lost audio, so we had to get a new camera for a new audio.
Yeah. And now we have...
Just online or what?
Yep.
Yeah.
With how many people?
We have 4 people in the stream, right? 3 people in the stream.
How does it work?
2 people watching or so? I'm not
2
sure.
or 3. 3 or 4. But yeah, we have a lot of people in.
People from here?
No.
No.
Around.
People from around the world
Mm-hmm.
come to watch our stream.
Around the world.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
That's sort of like Fun with Flags.
Kind of.
Do you watch MoIecuI3?
A little bit.
My favorite show.
Alright, so,
Yay!
dice. Here's our dice. I've got yet another black. Actually, no. I think I have a white one with black engravings, but now I have a black with white engravings.
And then you also get 2 little booster boxes packed.
Yeah. So now I have 2 of each of these now because I have 2. They're holding decks right now, actually. So now I got 2 more of these, which is nice. So.
Damn, you got the 1 5 packs.
So
How could you?
This also.
That's a security stamp.
Yeah, that's.
So here's the box. Everyone likes the box. Go to the box. It's actually a really cool box. I'll put it down here for the bigger camera. It's actually an interesting box compared to the other ones, which I enjoy. So
I was thinking that I was under the impression that each box would also have the Planeswalker on it, but I guess not. That's okay. So I've got 5.
You got 5 packs.
I've got 5 in my hands. Is it ironic that I don't have a Chandra among these? That's okay. By the way, Chandra is my most devoted.
I got 1
Planeswalker. That's okay. You can.
What do you have? What do you have?
That's all right.
I have double of.
I have 2 Jace and 2 Gideons.
Oh, you
I don't have Lily either.
We don't get Lily.
Lily's missing.
Lily
She was on the box, so I guess that's okay.
So inside your pack, you already start off with 80 land. So there's a land pack right here. Here's every land you get in there.
Yes, and I think this is like my 5th or 6th land pack that is left unopened. I think I mentioned this on one of my YouTube things that I actually have a lot lying around. So here's what's going to happen. We only have 9 packs this time because I didn't think to buy another one so that we could open 5
9
each.
packs.
So yeah, 9 packs altogether. So here's what's going to happen is we're each going to open up a pack.
You have to open one first.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I'll open up one first. Why not? So it'll be just me to start off with, and then we're both gonna take turns showing the cards that we get in the next pack. We'll go through that more once we actually get to it. I'm gonna move my phone over here.
Also, in the fat pack gives you a bit of rules how to play, a rule reference card as well. So if you new players are trying to learn how to play Magic, here you go. You want to look at this thing.
That's not getting away.
No, it's not gonna get away.
That's all right. I'm just moving it out of the way. All right. So since I have Chandra, I know there's not too much else that I'm looking for in this block. Did I mention that this block is awesome? This block is awesome. I like this block a lot compared to a lot of the other ones. Cons of Tark here, I think, kind of disappointed me a little bit.
The Cons of Tark block was different. Well, this is the reason why a lot of people like the M5. This is because this is a core set that they added, basically. This is like the newest kind of core set they're going to start trying to do.
Which makes me wonder what the next one afterwards is going to be.
Next block is going to be Battle for Zendikar.
Looking forward to that. Awesome. Absolutely.
Eldrazi's are coming back.
Beware.
Beware.
Okay.
Alright, so we start off today.
So, we start with Amperin Tactician. When he enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
There he is. A little 3/3 for a 2-drop, so I play this spell before a combat step, so it boosts my creatures up.
Yep, and because it's until end of turn, right?
He's a good guy, a 4-drop for a 3/3. But you also add 1/1 to your creatures, so other than that, that's a really cool card to start up before combat.
Yeah, the only other problem is, well, of course, being common as it is, it does have 4, but I guess if you have the mana spare, not too bad. Yeah. We got Fatigued Imp. I remember playing this one quite a bit in Draft, I believe. Hey. It's a flyer, and then you can pay 1 black to give it Death Touch until end of turn, so that's it right there.
That's always a fun card to have, just to see, like, oh, you attacked, but you don't think I got the 1 black mana to give Death Touch to.
I don't mind that one in drafts, actually. That one's
a good card in draft. I didn't put him in my draft deck.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Totally fine. I remember one of the matches that I tried to do, I actually wanted him to get him to use it, because I just wanted to get it out of the way, so I was willing to just sacrifice going combat. Oh, Garth told me about this one. Smash to Smithereens, destroy target artifact, and it deals 3 damage to the artifact's controller. Not bad. Not bad for common, because
yeah, it destroys an artifact that they have. So even if they have an artifact land, you can destroy it, and then they take 3 damage.
Anti-Thopters, possibly.
Or all the Thopters and stuff. Because if you use that in the Thopter, 3 damage to you as well.
You probably would want to save it for a more powerful artifact.
Like Mage Ring Responder.
That I have that guy.
I need that for my binder.
That is an awesome card.
You need 7 mana to untap him.
You need 7 mana to play him. He doesn't untap during the untap. Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
That's but still a good thing. I would show you, but I don't have that card.
Healing Hands. Target player gets 4 life and draw a card. So target player, not yourself.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to. Yeah, you can help out a buddy if you're trying to help
I have actually healed somebody.
Oh, I have had.
You know that card, Congregate. For every creature on the battlefield,
target player gains 2 life for it.
Yeah. So I used that to heal somebody when he was about to die, and he thought I was just being generous and keeping him in the game, which I was at the time.
Was that the one I redirected?
No, this was way before that. This one was, I basically helped him. I kept him alive, and at the time I was just trying to help him, but then I realized it would be beneficial because then I later played a Sanguine Bond and then played another one, and I was able to kill them both.
Oh, good God.
So sometimes it is helpful to keep people alive if you think it'll benefit you, and that was the situation that I had. But anyway, Healing Hands, 4 life, and draw a card.
This is one of the newer cards they added in Origins. They do have some reprints like that card.
But this card is probably been in every single block, I think, by far. I think it's always in Standard. Negate.
It was in Round a couple blocks, and then they just also had it in Dragon's Tarkir, and now they have it in Origins. So
yeah,
they have a lot of Negate.
Counter target
non-creature.
I will never forget that card because that is the first counter spell that was played against me when I thought
that was my deck.
Actually, no. I think
was it?
No, it was when the very first time I was playing Magic. I thought I was okay. I was about to resist a spell, and then he countered it, and I didn't even know what a counter spell was at that time.
What's a counter spell? You're cheating. How are you doing yet?
Yeah, and then I died.
How are you doing yet?
But that's what you learn when it gets to Magic.
Mana Gorger Worm, another reprint. Or Vastwood Gorger.
Vastwood Gorger, yes. This is a 5/6 for 6 drop.
Another reprint. Was it Return to Ravnica that was printed first that I know of?
I don't know.
But no, it basically is a 6 drop 5/6. Just so if you want to have a nice big blocker for it, it is a nice worm. It is expensive, but for being a 5/6, I like it just to be in my deck for fluff.
For fluff.
For fluff. Just to add an extra card.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh.
Nantuko Husk.
Nantuko Husk.
Yeah, and with it, you can sacrifice a creature, and it gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
I suppose it's a zombie card.
I suppose if you have the creatures, like maybe some sort of token spawner deck, and you can afford sacrificing the creatures, by all means, go for it.
I'm making a deck everyone's going to hate with that card in it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can sacrifice more than one creature on a turn, can't you? Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. Everyone's going to hate this deck.
So, yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean you can only cast once. I think it actually...
You can play that ability as many times as you want.
Yeah,
as long as you have
unless it says otherwise, you may only cast this once per turn.
Yeah,
but that doesn't say that. No, it doesn't.
So I make all these Thopters. I sacrifice all these Thopters, giving that creature like 2/2 for each Thopter I give off. It turns you to a 10/10. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, it has Trample.
Oh, and you're going to put Trample? Oh.
No, that's not the deck I'm building.
No? Okay.
That's not the deck I'm building.
Well, in any case, we now have another card that I see a lot in booster packs.
A Deep Sea Terror.
Yes, this is a 6 drop for a 6/6. However, it can't attack unless
there are more than 7 cards in your graveyard.
Self-milling.
So it's self-milled. Most of the zombie decks back during Innistrad were about self-mill. So basically put all the cards from your library into your graveyard. That's what milling is when you take a top card of your library and put it into your graveyard.
And there are a lot of cards in this set that actually has...
They do have some like the Scab Goliath as well as the Scab thing where they you have to return mill yourself this many cards as you play it or as you use battlefield.
So if you're building a deck that benefits you from putting cards into your graveyard, that can be helpful. Yeah. Oh wow, that's an old artwork. Leaf Gilder.
Old.
It looks
old, but it's not.
But it's not old.
It's basically an expensive. What was Elvish Mystic? Was it? Well, pops mana.
But Elvish Mystic was Elvish Mystic only 1 mana, or was it 2 mana?
It's a 1 mana. 1 mana for Elvish Mystic, and then this one is Leaf Gilder, so it adds 2. It's 2 for 1.
Yeah. So but it's a 2/1.
Yeah, it's a 2/1, so that's 1 more power, but still.
Yeah, I think you're better off using the Elvish Mystic.
Elvish Mystic, yeah. Because I don't really use my mana creatures as attackers.
Yeah.
So I might start using that Honored Hierarch if I get that card. What's next card?
Guardians of Melody.
Another reprint.
Yes.
So this was
reprinted. I remember
this was printed back in Theros that I know of.
06 Defender.
It's a 06 Defender for 3. So it is a really good defender if you're playing this in
Early
draft.
Defender.
Early Defender, if you play this in draft, I'd always pick this card just if you need someone to defend. If they don't have any flyers, that can really screw you over. Yeah, really cool card.
Yeah, I think I had at one point one of those in my Thopter deck. Thopter / artifact deck. But I think I removed it because I had better options now.
Oh, yeah.
Majoring Responder. Now we're moving on to uncommons. And we start with Magmatic Insight, which is as an additional cost to cast this card, basically sacrifice
a land.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Back on.
I had to. It went to sleep for a sec there.
It
But
went
we're
in.
okay. That's
So basically, this card is it's like a last ditch effort. If you keep like, let's say you draw a land and you have that card in your hand, it's basically just tap 1 mana and play it. You sacrifice that land, but you get to draw 2 cards.
I
right?
suppose if you have nothing else to cast in your hand and
Yeah.
you're mana flooded, then yeah, sure, go
sacrifice
ahead.
land, you know.
Oh, I like this
Oh.
one. I had this one. I had this one in one of the pre-releases.
Oh,
This is
Shadow of the Past.
Shadow of the Past. We're
So
gonna
whenever-
take a sec to.
This card would have won.
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
So this card would have won me the game against him in the draft because whenever a creature dies, you scry 1. However, the second ability is if you pay 5 mana, including 1 black. If there are more than 4 or 5, more than 4 creatures in your graveyard, you may activate it, and basically you lose 2. No, everyone else, all your opponents lose 2 life, and you gain 2 life.
Yes.
And I would have won, but of course he didn't kill my creature. I was
The
hoping to kill
interesting
it.
thing is when several creatures die in a certain instant, you would scry 1. If you put that card back, the scry would end because you just end up scrying the same card over and
If you
over.
wanted to, no, you
Yeah,
scry.
otherwise
look,
you scry, put it under,
scry, look.
And
scry.
then if yeah, you basically up to the amount of times that you would want to, or up to the amount of times that a creature died.
Sorry, I
Right?
keep scrying here.
Yeah, that's all right.
Scry.
I say, oh, here,
Oh.
catch.
It's a throwing knife. Equipped creature gets 2/0, and then whenever the creature attack, you may sacrifice this to deal 2 damage to target creature defending. I think it is, and then it's a equip 2, right?
Yes. Equip 2, 2
damage
drop.
yeah, 2 damage to target creature or player. Oh, or player. Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, let's say someone does an instant where it has to be attacking. Never mind then.
Whenever equipped creature attacks, sacrifice. You may sacrifice it, and if
Yeah.
you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, you may choose not to. So yeah, it's a fun little card to do to add a bit of power. But the thing I was getting at is like if someone, let's say you attack with it, but you don't choose to do it. But let's say someone like I don't know, Doomblade it. Then you're like, oh, okay, I'll just do it. Then I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
I don't know why I keep doing that, but that's just
Me.
yeah, throwing knife. And a rare is yes. I got
Seeds
another
of the
one.
Empty Throne.
I love this card because I'm looking for more of those. I have
I have one.
3 now.
I have one.
I have 3 now, and one of them is a foil.
So Sigil of the Empty Throne
Sigil,
is
right?
Sigil. Okay,
Sigil.
Sigil of the I cannot talk right now.
Sigil.
Sigil of the Empty Throne. Basically, when you play an enchantment, put a 4/4 white angel token onto the battlefield with flying.
I wonder what that reminds me. Oh,
Angel deck.
on Johnny's Chosen does.
Oh,
something like that.
don't talk about
But
it.
the thing with the Johnny's Chosen is
Is
that
you
Johnny's Chosen is a creature.
It's a creature.
This is an enchantment. So if you play another one of these, then you'd be able to.
Then you'd be able to
Yeah.
play it. So in my
Yeah.
enchantment deck, I would have loved that card. And what do you get for a land? You get a land.
I got a swamp, and just a blank ad card.
Blank add card that has renown, so it talks about renown, is one of the cool abilities.
I'm just gonna take that. I'm gonna place our rares more in the center here.
Yeah.
Actually, there might be some room to place it right there.
Could we put it right there? Oh yeah, we could. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
that'll
we go.
work. If we place the rares right there, I'm actually going to adjust the. Position.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna move these up. I'm gonna place the rares on that pile just so that we can keep in mind of what.
What rares
That
we
works almost perfectly. Actually.
There we go. I'm just looking at the stream right now. Yeah, that worked pretty well. All right. All right, I'm gonna open a pack. My
Yeah.
turn to finally open a pack. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna open to Chandra.
And I will follow up with a Gideon. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to discard that. We're going to take turns. Like he's going to reveal a card. He's going to put it on this Thopter. I'll reveal a card, put it on that Thopter. These are our markers, by the way. And then any rares that we get will go to this pile.
I'm taking my land and my
As
add
well,
card.
I will also ask that if we get any foils, they'll also go into this pile as
Of
well.
course. So to start us off
So
with,
yeah, you can go first.
with an uncommon, we have the Charging Griffin. A good little starting card is a 4-drop, 2/2 flyer. However, whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1. So it's a really interesting card because the fact that it's a 2/2, but then when you attack with it, it gets +1/+1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those cards I don't know if I would really draft with or put into a deck
No,
unless
I
I'm trying to stay fine in the air. But it's a very interesting card. If they had an ability where like destroy target creature power 3 or greater, that would be good.
Yeah, then.
But other than that,
Yeah.
it's all right. What did you get?
Something that I have a lot of. The Subterrane Scout.
Goblins.
Oh yeah, I have
That's
a
all I
goblin
can say
deck.
is
I have a
goblins.
goblin deck. It's got block prevention and unblockable.
Mhm.
That's what my deck is. And this also helps with that because when it enters the battlefield, target creature with power 2 or less
Can't block.
can't be blocked.
Or can't be blocked or can't block?
Can't be blocked.
Oh, can't be blocked.
Which is okay, because think about this. It enters the What's that goblin that is protection from blue?
That's
And
the power driver.
yeah, so it's a 1/2, I think.
It's a 1/2.
It's a 1/2. So that enters the
Target.
battlefield. That can't block.
Oh,
So many a ton of goblins attack.
Yeah.
It gets buffed
It gets
up.
stronger, and then you can't block it.
That's what I'm doing with that deck right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted all those pile drivers, and that's something that you can do. By the way, I have 2 promos of that card right
I
now.
need one of those just for my binder.
That's
I gave
a
it to
really
somebody.
good card to
Yeah, I
have,
did give it
too.
away to someone. I gave it away to you.
Did you give it to me? Did
yeah.
I trade for it? Yeah, I traded you for one, and then I traded Thor for one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got the Macabre Waltz. It is a 2-drop sorcery. Return 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, and then discard a card. So a really cool card if you want to return creatures from your graveyard if you're playing like a Reanimator deck.
For 2 mana, that's not
for 2
too
mana
bad.
to return 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Again, if you're playing a mill deck, you can basically grab them straight to there.
But then you
mill
discard
yourself
a card.
deck, and then you have to discard a card. So you basically, if you have 3 cards, 4 cards, you play that, or try 2 more cards.
I suppose if you've got a ton of cards in your hand already, you may as well do that.
yeah,
By the way, the artwork is both gruesome and beautiful at the
it
same
is a
time.
really beautiful card.
Yeah, because that's the pose that these guys make. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I think I might have seen this on my last stream.
I think you did.
I think I might have, so I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
You look at my other stream, you might understand, but yeah. Akron Jailer. This is the number 1.
First card.
Number 1.
Oh, there's a
number
0
1.
There's a 0 card, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, do tell. Because this one is number 1 of 272, and basically you pay 3 to tap target creature for. He comes in for only 1. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Sorry.
0 card. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
that's the 0 card.
0 card.
Oh, okay.
0/2.
Okay, so that's the Planeswalker
Yeah,
card
Planeswalker cards.
because they're double-sided. Anyway,
Don't mind me.
So-
looking at my binder.
this isn't a card that I would draft with personally. I suppose if you want to build
I
that
would
sort
draft
of,
this actually because you can tap a creature for 3 mana,
yeah,
and it's a 1-drop. So
And
you
it's
can
only
play
one
it right
drop.
away, and then let's see, you have some extra mana as the opponent's turn. Yeah, you have to tap them, but you tap one of their bigger creatures.
right. So I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, my card's fun.
Yeah, what did you get?
My card's fun because why? It's an act of treason.
Treason.
So you basically you gain
Mind
control of
office.
target creature, and opponent controls.
Points to you if you know what that reference.
Sorry?
I said treason. Have you lost your mind office? If you know the reference to that, good on you.
All right.
You
But yeah,
won't.
with active treason, basically you gain control of target creature. So let's say your opponent has a big creature. I steal it and I attack you with it. Again, that's for my fun deck.
That's a card that's been in a lot of blocks, different artworks. There's the big
Well,
fat
that
guy.
one
There's
did.
he had the Rakdos charms all over
Yeah.
him. There was the tiger one, I think, from Constantarkir.
I think so.
I think it was a tiger, yeah.
I
And
can
then
believe
there's that one.
or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I like active treason because the fact that you can steal one of their big creatures if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And it's always fun. What did you get?
A picture of Liliana. I think that's
Unholy
Liliana.
Hunter? Yep, that's the Liliana. That's Dark Dabbling.
Dark Dabbling. What's that? do?
Regenerate target creature, Jarhud. And then Spell Mastery. Please
Let's talk
explain
about,
Spell Mastery.
Spell Mastery. So it's basically Spell Mastery is if you have 2 or more instant or sorcery spells in your graveyard,
It activates you.
Spell Mastery triggers. In this case, normally you would just regenerate target creature and draw a card. If you have the Spell Mastery, though,
You get to regenerate all creatures.
all creatures regenerate.
All your creatures regenerate.
So that is definitely good in a
For 3
Spell
mana?
Master deck.
For 3 mana instant? Yeah, that's a good card. I use that in my deck.
Imagine all your creatures about to die. Okay, Dark Dabbling. Oh, I have Spell Mastery. But just keep in mind that when you cast the spell, it's still on the stack. It doesn't immediately go to your graveyard. Therefore,
No.
it doesn't
No,
count.
it doesn't count for its
as
own.
Spell Mastery. 2 spells need to already be. That needs to be
Yeah.
Spell Mastery cards. It needs to be the 3rd spell that you cast in the game in order for it to work.
My card
Argue
kind of
amongst yourself if you want to, but no, I don't think so.
I'm going to play this on myself. I got Celestial Flare. Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking creature.
That was an older card.
You're going to attack with 1 creature, eh? Ha ha! Kill it. No, you have to sacrifice it now.
Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking
Even
creature.
if it has hexproof or indestructible.
Yeah, because you're targeting the player.
You're targeting the player, and
That's the way.
sacrifice.
A lot of people don't know that, but the best way to get around something with hexproof or something that's untouchable, target the player, force him to sacrifice. And that's
Unless they have, Orbs of Wandering, Orbs of Warding.
you have hex. I have one of those.
I have one of those too.
I know. I like that card actually.
Well, there's
Put it
the
in my
Leyland-
my artifact
Leyland
deck.
Authenticity is also the same because you also have you have hexproof that one, and you can play it at the beginning of the game,
Mm-hmm.
which is always fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Chandra for us. No, I'm kidding.
Here's a hint. They started it.
No, they didn't. I started it.
They started it.
So
Chandra's
Chandra's
Fury.
A 5-drop to deal 4 damage to a player, and then 1 damage to all creatures he or she controls. So if you have all those 1/1 Thopters, they're all gone. Bye bye.
Fuck. But this this card I don't think was in Magic since M13. I
Yeah,
think.
M13 was when this first came out.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back just because why the hell not?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to making good use of that. It's a 5-drop,
Mhm.
but there may still, and it doesn't have Spell Mastery, which is what I want to
No.
go for. But still, fun. Again, they started it.
They started. My card is again a new card they added into the set. These two are already reprints, but this
Yeah.
one's new. It's Phyractia's Disciple, so Phyractia being the god of affliction, sorry. This one is
the snake
the
one.
snake
right?
god.
Yes.
This is a 4-drop 2/3 with Death
Okay.
Touch and then Renown. So the Renown mechanic they added into this is whenever this creature deals damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, then you renown it. So you put as many counters as it says. So this is renown 1. So you put 1/1/1 counter, and then it becomes of course 3/4 then, and then it's now called renown. So you can't renown it over again because it already is renowned.
Right.
But then it's an alright card. I did see it a lot in drafts.
This card was the savior from last draft. Okay, I'm not going to keep
What-
bragging on it. Send to Sleep. I pulled 3 of those in the draft,
That
and
was
I
horse
made...
crap. That was horse crap.
I gotta say that I ended up building a mono blue deck. Blue being my weakest color, I didn't think it was gonna work. He knows the story, but it worked out in the end. I was so surprised because it would always come up right when I need it. I think the only person that I wasn't able to counter it against was Thor, but that's because he had a good burn deck.
No, the thing with this card is there's something odd about it because it says tap 2 target creatures and then spell mastery is the spell mastery. I'm gonna just grab it because I can't read it properly, but it says if there are 2 or more instant sorceries in your graveyard, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. There's the S at the end there, so I'm wondering if they permanently stay untapped because most cards just say untap step,
Yes.
but they end at the P. But this has steps, so I'm wondering if that's just a misprint they added with Send to Sleep, or if it's actually permanently. If you want to comment in the comments if I'm right or wrong.
This is definitely something debatable because I was under the impression that it's permanently tapped.
It's permanently tapped,
But
it's a 2-drop instant.
we went off the assumption that it's only the next 2 steps because we agreed that it was just too overpowered. So I let that go
Because it does say, but it being a 2-drop common, as that's an instant, it's like, oh, okay, you have these 2 big creatures, I now permanently tap them. They can't be untapped unless you find a way to untap them.
I know. It's so big discussion right there. I'll be looking that card up for sure and seeing what everybody's saying, but that definitely.
Talking about your like self-mill cards, here's one of them. Again, the old zombie. So this was back in Innistrad. This is the Screeching Scab. So when it enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard.
So that's an example of the self-mill thing.
So a self-mill card right here. Again, like if you had that waltz, you can return this to from the graveyard to the hand. But again, it is one of those. Put 2 cards from the top of your library into your graveyard, just to play a 2-drop 2/1. So there are a lot of decks out there back in Innistrad where they actually had that mechanic actually work for them.
Yeah.
Because they had Laboratory Maniac.
Laboratory Maniac.
Laboratory Maniac.
I do not know that card.
Laboratory Maniac. If you can if you can't draw any more cards from your library, you win the game.
Oh, if you can't draw any more cards from your library, because normally you would lose in that.
You would lose the game.
So self-mill. Huh?
Self-mill. So a lot of people made decks just like that to
How old was that?
That was Innistrad. So
that was Innistrad.
That was Innistrad.
Okay.
That was before Ravnica.
I missed Innistrad. Just missed it because I started in M14 and Ravnica was just before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started. So I missed. I just missed Rav.
Yeah.
Or I just missed Rav.
Oh, 2 blue cards. Yay!
Innistrad when I started. Anyway. Yeah.
Really good card.
Might of the Masses. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For each creature you control.
For each creature you control, and it's 1-drop.
One drop right there.
I like the reason why it's an instant. Like you could be targeting it on your smallest creature, but let's say you have let's say you're attacking with you have 6 creatures on the field. You attack them with all of them. Like your big 6/6 gets blocked.
Yeah.
Like okay, and then all my other small creatures. So you just pop 1 mana and pop this onto you pop Might of Masses onto it. that one little 1/1 turns into a 7/7 that smacks you straight in the face.
So if you can find a way to get creatures onto the battlefield tokens,
Yeah,
really
tokens
quickly,
work.
absolutely. With
That would work in the top of your deck.
Absolutely.
So a blue, red, green top of your deck.
Well, I don't think I'm
Alright.
going to splash in green, but
Yeah.
restore.
So I got a cool card if you're playing a fighting deck. I got Wild Instincts, which is a 4-drop. Target creature gets +2/+2, and it fights a creature you don't control, or target creature you control fights another creature you don't control. So basically, let's say you have a 1/1 that wants to fight a 2/2. You could do it with this card because it gets turned into a 3/3, and it stays 3/3 until the end of the turn. So you can actually attack it as a 3/3 in the combat set if you wanted to.
Right.
So it's actually a really cool card.
What's that card that it was like? Feed the Hunt or something?
Hunt the Hunted.
Hunt to the Hunted? Something
Hunt the Hunted is a 1-drop. Target green player creature gets +2/+2 and fights.
Yeah, so it's
That's what I have in my red deck, my dragon deck.
Ah, yes. We already talked about this card, so quickly bypass
Deep Sea
it.
Terror.
Deep Sea Terror.
6/6
Yeah.
for 6. I have the Alchemist Vial. So cool thing about this card is you 2-drop, you draw a card as soon as you play it, and then you pay 1, sacrifice it. Entire creature can attack or block this turn.
Yeah, I actually forgot on one of my first.
It's a bit of a stall card.
It's not bad. You know, I was using it in the draft. You know that thing
I
that
shouldn't have my
spawns.
backup. I should.
What?
I'm saying I shouldn't have the backup in case it's a planeswalker.
Yeah. Oh, well, you still got the thing on the back.
No, I
right?
didn't. I took it off.
Like, oh, you took it off.
I totally forgot about that.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say that for this card.
Spoiler: it's not a planeswalker.
Okay. That's okay. I don't need one. This card I did use in a draft.
Yeah, you used it in the draft.
But I think I used it incorrectly because I kept forgetting to draw the card when it came onto the battlefield.
Yeah, you missed that thing. But don't
I
worry.
missed that so many times. But I like to keep it on the field because there was a enchantment that I had that if I controlled an artifact, then I get to spawn a Thopter.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that helped.
Now facing my cards up.
But yeah.
Now I know my next card.
Another bypass because we already talked about it.
Leaf Gilder. All
Yeah.
right, mine will be a bypass too because we already talked about the Husk for my fun deck.
As we did for this one.
The Guardian of the Métier.
Shall we keep going?
Bell Lizard.
Okay.
Is
That's a
card,
reprint.
another reprint from Ravnica. It's a 1-drop.
Gatecrash, right?
Yeah, it was Gatecrash.
It was Gatecrash.
It was still Ravnica block.
Yeah.
But no, it's a 1-drop, so it's a cool 1-drop, but it's what they call an expensive fire breathing. So for Magic players who know what fire breathing is, fire breathing for the new players is there was an enchantment called fire breathing where you put onto your creature for 1 mana, and then every time you may pay 1 red mana to give it a +1/+1. However, in this case, it's like that. However, no, it's a 1/+1. No, so yeah, it's basically what it says right here. You pay 2, including 1 red, and he gets a fire breathing, so he gets +1/+0 to end the turn. So it does work really nicely as a good starter because it's 1-drop 1/1. So that's why I like playing with it.
The reason I don't like playing with it is because if you actually have a card that says only pay 1 red, then you probably want to go with that one. Either
Dragon.
Yeah, dragons. Fiery Impulse. And it does have Spell Mastery, so I might use that. Deals 2 damage to target creature. And if you have Spell Mastery,
That's 3. It's just 3.
it's 3 damage.
It's 3 damage.
So you increase the power.
So you increase it by 1 for 3. So it's basically a small little lightning bolt
Yeah.
that only hits creatures.
Good artwork there of
It
Chandra
is a cool
just
artwork.
destroying those automatons.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so that's Chandra diving into that automaton there and zapping it.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Alright. Going to the uncommons. The Patron of the Valiant. And this card I used a lot during the draft because there's a 5-drop 4/4 angel. And whenever it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature with a 1/1 counter on it. So in a big renown deck, this card is brilliant. Being in there, because if you have all your creatures being renowned, then you play her, they all get another little counter on it.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what that would be good for, and then I was like, renowned, but decent for drafting, but I could never get to a situation whenever I pulled one of those if I could make one. I got Swift Reckoning, and basically, you destroy tapped creature, but if it has Spell Mastery, you can flash it.
You can flash it, so it's a 2-drop sorcery, but if you have Spell Mastery, you can flash it in to do the damage to the creature.
By the way,
totally thought of a different card.
By the way, Flash is you can cast it as if it were an instant. So some creatures like that 0/4 Blue Defender,
Yep.
That's a Flash, and yeah, it enters the battlefield when something happens. We'll get to that if we come across it.
Imaging Barrier. I think he must make something nice. Okay, so I got a Meteorite. The guy got smushed. It's a 5-drop, basically mana artifact, meaning that if you tap for any color mana, you get to do 2 damages in the battlefield. So we got a little Meteorite just smacking everyone, just smacks you in the face, smacks you in the face, smacks you in the face. So there we go, Meteorite right there for you. It is good. It's kind of good in the draft because if you have a high mana, you can use it for more mana, and it does 2 damage to a creature player.
High mana, get higher mana. But the thing with it is that if I already have a lot of high mana, I probably won't need, unless I need something very specific, which is why I have to do 1 mana.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is my second uncommon, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, good. So we got Blazing Hellhound. Pay 1, sacrifice another creature, and it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It's okay.
4-drop, 4/3. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a 4-drop 4/3.
So it's a doggy who is really hellish. I have the Jahesian Thief.
I like that card.
It's
But
a
I
human
only have
rogue.
one
It's
in
a
the
human
draft.
3-drop rogue has prowess, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So it's a cool little draw a card creature, as well as prowess. So prowess is wherever you play a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1 to end a turn. So if I play that, it gets +1/+1.
Yep, prowess.
Oh, I miss prowess.
Yeah, make it unblockable.
Oh,
Why not?
Oh, I get +1. Tagging him straight.
Enthralling Victor. So
Oh,
we're talking
that's my
about
fun deck.
controls and all that.
So he gets actually when he enters the battlefield, you steal a creature with power 2 or less. Yeah, 2 or less until end of turn, it gains haste.
I remember
So
I almost tried to enthrall Victor, and then I was like, oh wait, no, I can't.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Enthrall is basically like a active treason, kind of, but it can only be a creature with power 2 or less. Now I'm going to my rare. Now the first thing with I'm going to my rare, I'm going to just show the camera first. Whoop-bam! Wrong camera, right?
I don't know if they can see that from there.
They don't see that. Oh, I got a card I need for my my binder.
Really?
I have a
Do
green.
tell.
I have a green rare. So green rare right here for you guys, and it's going to be the Amethyst Awakening. I'm going to read this.
Is that the one that you
Oh yes. So Amethyst Awakening is a 1 green and then an X. Reveal the top X cards. Reveal the top X cards of your library. Put all land from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and then the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. However, Spell Mastery, if there are 2 more, you basically untap those lands you enter the battlefield. Instead of enter the battlefield and tap, they now untap those lands.
Right.
And it is a card I would need for my binder of cool greatness.
Alright, well I got a green rare too.
Green rare. Please tell me what did you get? What did you get?
Nissa's Revelation.
That's a fun one.
That's a lot of mana. Let's see. Scry 5, then reveal the top card of your library. If it is a creature, you draw cards equal to its power and gain life equal to its toughness. Ooh, okay. That's
So it's a 7-drop, so it's an expensive card, but the ability is you scry 5. So you take the top 5 cards. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards right here. And then let's say you scry. So I scry. Unfortunately, I only got the 1 creature I would like to do. So I would choose this guy. I would choose the Guardian of the Métis. So I draw no cards because he's a 0, but let's say he was. So let's say he has a 2 power. So I would draw 2 cards, and then I would gain 6 life, right?
That's about right.
Yeah, you gain life 2 to start. So yeah, I draw 2 cards, and then gain 6 life if this guy had 2 power.
So if you have a creature-based
Actually,
deck, that would be...
let's say I use let's say I scry 5, and let's say Deep Terror is in it. So then I put a Deep Terror on top. I put it all like that. I reveal it, and I gain 6 life, and I draw 6 cards.
If you would want to draw 6 cards, because...
Well, you know, if I'd say I was down to nothing left with 7
I guess
mana.
so. Otherwise, I got another add card and island, and I'm going to
Put those down there.
move those down like that.
There we are.
That works.
That works. Alright, there we go. I'm now interested in that card.
Okay.
Because I need that for my binder. I already have Nissa's Revolution.
I'm gonna
I
clear
don't know
this
if I have that
away.
in my binder, or if I have it in my elf deck or not. I'm going to open a Jace.
Alright. I'm gonna open up Nissa. What did I get? First, well, I'll bypass it because it's something that we already got, but
Fury.
start it.
They started it. I'm going to start off with an elf. The Eyeblight Assassin. Eyeblight Assassin, cool elf card if you're making an elf deck, because with this card it's a 3-drop 2/2 that when it enters the battlefield, target creature gets -1/-1. So a cute little pew takes you out of the way if you have like a little mana helper like the Leaf Guild or something.
Yep. Oh.
So
I'm tired.
I like to play that with a cool little deck.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a fun card.
Oh, yeah, this destroyed me on the pre-release.
Mhm.
Grasp of the Hieromancer. And he also had a Sigil of the Empty Throne, so he was using that for a more
Oh, that would hurt.
control way. Yeah, I was using mine for a more offensive
So
way.
enchanted
naturally
creature gets 1/1
overpowered.
and has whenever this creature attacks, tap to a creature depending player controls.
Yeah.
Good control card. Really, really good control card.
Yes.
I need to make a control deck, don't I?
Control enchantments with sigil could be useful.
I have the Mage Ring Bully.
Oh.
I have a Bully. And this Bully is actually kind of cool. He's a 2-drop 2/2 Prowess, so everyone knows what Prowess is, a non-creature. And then he has to attack each turn, though. So he is a bully to everyone. Because he has to hit you every time. He has to hit you every time.
Yeah, so just be ready. It could
And
be.
how do you feel about that?
Well, somebody's getting aggressive and trying to stay on top of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No.
He's just a bully.
Sorry.
He's just a bully.
I said that in the wrong context. But yeah, no. I always have trouble with creatures that attack each turn if able. I generally try to avoid those when I'm building that kind of deck. But yeah, I got nothing more to say about that. Something wrong with it. Oh, that's creepy. I was trying to figure out what that was, and then I realized it was somebody creeping over the pillow.
Oh, it's Night Snare.
Night Snare. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. Choose a non-land card from it. If you do,
the player discards it. If you don't, the player discards 2 cards.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Duress in a way, except it's your choice.
Basically, it's a good chance to look at the opponent's hand, see what he has, and if he has something really scary, then you can discard it. But let's say he has 2 cards, you could just say I may choose, but I don't choose at the same time, so you get to discard both your cards.
Right. Oh yeah, right. I guess that.
Remember the card you're talking about?
Yeah.
Mimics Barrier.
That's the one.
So 4/4 Flash Defender. Whenever battlefield target creature opponent control gets 4/0. Minus 4/0.
I use that quite a bit in the.
So this is a good card if a creature is attacking with a high power.
Yes.
And then he goes. Poof.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Death Touch. I see that. Ha ha.
You know, when I was playing as just the mono blue in your draft, it's interesting to sort of what different strategy you use, because like I said, I'm very weak against blue with blue.
Yeah.
As blue is my weakest color in my opinion. But it's interesting how your mindset sort of change, especially with how you spend your mana and prepare for instants or flashes like that to set up your opponent for disaster. So I don't know, maybe I might try some more blue this set.
No blue.
Fodder.
Ha.
Dragon fodder. Put 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield.
For 2.
Goblin deck. Yeah.
Goblin deck
I'm
scary.
just about ready to go grab that. For
I
the
want you to grab it. It's stupid. I have the Orchard Spirit, which is a 3-drop 2/2. Can only be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. So it's basically what I call Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man are creatures.
Okay.
Are creatures that are not flying but can only be blocked by flying or reach creatures.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing, and me and Corey were talking about that when she played it, because it's not classified as flying.
It's not
but
flying.
it acts like a flying, but it's not flyer.
The thing is, if you have Gravity Well, which all flying creatures don't have flying anymore, that would still get through because they just don't have flying anymore.
Yeah. Can't be blocked except by creatures with flying
or reach.
Can't be blocked. So technically, if you were to attack with a flyer, can it block?
No.
No, it can't.
No.
So
That's what I get, Spider-Man.
So it only flies into the fray, but not for the fray, if that made sense.
If that makes sense. But
yeah. Oh, here's another card that she actually had. The Caustic Caterpillar. Sacrifice and destroy an enchantment or
cute little caterpillar.
That's how she destroyed that that Thopter spawner that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that is an interesting little insect.
Which I'm not surprised.
1-drop 1/1, but you pay 2 to destroy target instant. You sacrifice him. So basically he mulches down on the enchantment and then runs away.
And then she had a way to bring him back so that she could do it again. But
I got another elf. I have the Land War Empath, which is a 4-drop. Oh, there's a lot of text, but half of it's like actual stuff. So 4-drop 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. So we talked about scrying. Take the top 2 cards. Then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it in your hand. So like this is Revolution down here, where you scry 5, look at the top card. If it's a creature, you get life. This one, you just basically scry 2, then put reveal the top card. So if you just scry 2, like let's say you do these 2 cards, you then could take the this card right here. I don't know if it's on there. You'll take this card. Let's say we'll take the bug. The bug would then go into your hand. The insect. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Send to Sleep. Yeah, we already talked about that, so I'll just bypass it and let's just flip those around.
No, don't screw you. I got Kithraon's Tactics.
Oh yeah,
it's a cool little sorcery card. It's a 3-drop, including 2 white, and you target creature control get 2 and 1. So 2 power and 1 toughness until end of turn. Spell Mastery, they also gain Vigilance.
Yep.
Seal the Gaze, that was the... This is our fight now. So it's a really cool card if you're trying to do like at a pre-combat step. I only drafted this card. I don't know if I really have it in an actual deck. Like, it is a cool little... It's basically like Branch of Glory.
Yep.
Or Siege of... What is it? Surge of Glory? It's all creatures attacking creatures get 2/2.
Yep.
This one just gets 2/1, and with Spell Mastery, you can also gain Vigilance. So it's really cool. I might actually just make a mono white attacking deck now with Renown.
How many times have I yawned? Jeez.
You yawned a lot. You're making me yawn.
I'm sorry. Oh, I need.
I'm the one who had a
with
nightmare last night.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it though.
Hope it's nothing like what happened in Catherine. I actually finished watching that play.
No, it was not like Catherine. Hello.
That was a weird Let's Play to watch.
Yeah, it was.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I finally got through it all, and I was like, interesting.
PewDiePie.
I actually went back and I looked through. I know we're getting off topic, but I couldn't help but wonder if there were other endings other than the K Catherine ending. So I
Yeah.
just looked up alternate endings, and apparently there's actually a neutral ending.
Oh
so,
god, yes.
yeah, which I thought, okay, the C Catherine one was a little messed up.
Oh yeah.
The neutral ending I thought was humorous. The K Catherine one I liked a lot. I think that one's definitely the best one. But my favorite part is when Erica comes in embracing Toby, and he's like, "Oh, they knew you as Eric back in high school," and I was like, "What?
What?
Oh, that's messed up." Poor guy.
Yep.
And he gave her his V card, which is unfortunate.
Let's continue.
Yeah, sorry. Mantle of Webs.
So creature gets 1/3 in reach. Now he can block my Orchard Spirit.
Yes, and I think I
Good card to draft.
had Ian played that against me, but I think oh right, I was about to, he was double checking something, and then I was like, oh right, that has reach, so I sacrificed that vial and made it so they can attack or block or whatever it was, yeah, to make sure, because I almost forgot about that, and I was like, okay, no, not gonna happen.
So for all you Thopter decks out there, I have the Gaia Perk Yearcrafter. So it's a 3-drop, and when you enter the battlefield, put a 1/1 Thopter token to the battlefield. So wherever that Thopter is there, I put one of those onto the field. So every time I play it, I put one of those guys on the field. And he's a fun little Thopter card. He's a 2/1. That's about it.
The two blue, 2 generic one I like because it spawns 2 Thopters.
Yeah, that's the rogue.
Yeah, blue. Boggart Brute.
Boggart Brute.
He's a menace.
So with Menace, you speak Menace. It's your card.
So Menace is basically this creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. There are a lot of cards in the past that have just said that
Can
text,
be blocked.
but they've actually turned that into an
into an
ability. So Menace is what it's called now.
I have the Undead Servant.
Oh, I had a lot of those
So
actually.
the Undead Servant's a 4-drop, 3/2 zombie, and whenever he enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield for each card named Undead Servant in your graveyard.
So I would say if you're going to put these guys in your deck for whatever reason, put as many as you can and hope that they die.
This is going my zombie deck. I love that. Get up, you're not finished yet.
Oh, I like that. Get up, you're not finished yet.
Get up, you're not finished yet.
I like that. Bypass Guardian Melodies.
I got Dreadwaters. Target player puts top X, basically mills from each number of land you control. It's a 4-drop, so let's say you have a lot of mana, they can mill, they had a lot of land. That's a lot of land there to be. Oof.
You'll probably know what this is when I ask you to do what I'm about to ask you to do, but why don't you pull out your Archangel of Thune?
Archangel of Thune.
He discovered this, actually.
Archangel
I give him credit for it, but, wait, Archangel of
Tights.
Tithe. Okay, so this is Kyle's Archangel of Tithes. I've got a card called Unholy Hunger. Look very carefully at this
I don't know how well you can really see
I don't know how well you can see it.
But if you
But
look at
the picture. That gold spot is an angel, which actually bears a very similar resemblance to the Archangel of
I know
Tithes.
it's terrible presuming, but if you look on her head, if you actually look at the card on Google it, you look on her head, it's actually Liliana's little crown that she's putting on right there.
Yeah, and Liliana's right there in the foreground putting that on. So something happened there. Something happened there. Otherwise, yes, it's for 5-drop, destroy target creature, and if you have a spell mastery, you gain 2 life.
So a card I would just put in draft, but I wouldn't really put into a deck. Way too expensive to put into a deck. So
I agree.
This is Pilgrimage, a 3-drop. Search your library for up to 2 forests, reveal them, and then put into your put onto 1 in your hand and 1 into the battlefield tapped. Spell mastery, search for 3, and I think you put all 3 down. Yep, search for 3 basic forests instead. And I think one down and two into your hand.
I had to
Another cool card to add to like mana ramping decks.
I had to chuckle at this one because I was reading what the text said at the bottom. In time, not even the fire monks could keep up with Chandra.
Oh, that card.
Ravaging Blaze.
Ravaging Blaze.
It's got X mana, which means you can pay X, and in this case, it would deal X damage to target creature. However, if you have the spell mastery, it also deals X damage to that creature's controller.
Burn decks
Beware.
Burn decks are going to
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm definitely putting that into my Chandra
Oh,
deck.
it's going to burn like hell. It's going to hurt. I got the Sigil. Oh, Valor. This card. I'm going to uncommons now.
I have that. I have one of those.
Basically, if you guys from M13 remember a thing called Exalted, this is basically Exalted.
What's Exalted?
Exalted is whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets 1/1 for each creature you control, but it only attacks alone. And equipped for
Is that until end of turn?
Yeah, until end of turn, but still. Exalted was, again, whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets 1/1 for each creature with Exalted. That's
Okay.
this same thing.
And that was
Oh, I want to put that on my
Innistrad?
Exalted deck. No, that's M13.
Oh, that. Okay, so back a little further.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, this is what Ian was
This is
using
Ian.
against me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that other card? This right here. Okay. Keep in mind, Animist Awakening. Whenever you can put a bunch of lands onto the battlefield. Now, keep that in mind while you have Zendikar's Royal on the battlefield, because every time a land enters the battlefield, you get one of those.
The 2/2 Elemental.
And this is one of Kyle's copies right here. And
Elemental token.
so yeah, building an elemental deck. We're talking about creatures.
2/2.
So yeah, green might actually be strong in the. Oh, green's definitely going to be strong in this deck.
Oh, yeah.
Green's definitely going to be strong. So I need to get back into green because I hadn't touched green for a long time.
I got Fiery Concussion.
Fiery Conclusion.
Conclusion. Sorry, I had to check something. Basically, as an additional cost, you sacrifice a creature and you deal 5 damage to target creature, and it's a 2-drop instant, which is kind of fun.
It's old artwork, which makes me
I
curious.
don't know if it is. I haven't seen it before.
The Boros Legionnaire saw a noble
It
sacrifice.
might be from Return Around.
The Rakdos Thug, a blazing suicide, and the Izzet Alchemist, an experiment gone awry. Awry? Array?
Alright. That card's probably from the actual original Ravnica, probably.
Ravnica City of Guilds.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
So that's a cool card if you steal someone else's creature.
This card destroyed me in the pre-release.
Blessed Spirit.
Because I didn't have a flyer
It's a 3-drop, 2/2 flying, and whenever you play an enchantment, any enchantment, you put a 1 counter on it.
So that's good in an enchantment deck,
Enchantment
especially the angel kind of theme, which is something that I'm sort of building, still working out.
Empty prose. Enchantments.
Yes, absolutely.
My last is the. Oh, that's actually kind of fun. Possessed Scab is a cool little multicolored card. Just, again, more zombies. When he enters the battlefield, return target instant, sorcery, or creature card from the graveyard to your hand. And if you die, you exile him instead. He's a really high cost for doing that kind of cool thing, and I actually like that. 3/2. Why do you have that big grin on your face?
I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to looking at this.
Alright, then show your next card.
Oh, I have one of these.
Jesus.
Jace's Sanctum. Yes, this is, well, Jace's Sanctum.
That's a good card for any instant sorcery decks out there.
Basically, it makes it so that they cost 1 colorless less, and when you do cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get to scry.
Scry one.
So, good in a spellcaster deck with blue.
With blue.
Because I am willing to make a spellcaster deck, but unfortunately it's going to be black-red, hopefully. And yeah, add card, land, that's what I have. Yeah, go ahead. What
And
did
my
you
last, my rare?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Oh, I just want to say, just so we're clear, is that the cards that we open, these all belong to me right now. So any trades that are open, he's really depressed. So yeah,
depressed.
all these cards are technically mine. He's just helping me open them. So I guess, and maybe he's here
Okay,
because he got good
ding-a-ling-a-ling,
luck.
first mythic rare of the day.
Oh really?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Okay, we finally got a mythic rare. What is
Mythic
it?
rare.
What is it?
I'll give you a clue, it's an artifact.
It's an artifact mythic rare?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, there's 2 mythic rare artifacts.
I can't recall any actually.
Don't look through the book. No, don't look through the book.
Don't look through the
Take a
book.
quick guess. What card do I not think I want you to get?
A mythic artifact because I'm making an artifact deck.
No, you're making a burn deck.
Yeah. Oh.
Pyromancer's goggles.
Yes. I suddenly remembered.
No.
Yes. This
No.
is gonna be so helpful because
No.
this is perfect now because I have a Chandra.
No.
So now I found her goggles. So that's the card that I was looking for.
No. It's a legendary artifact, thank God, but it is a 5-drop. It's a 5-drop mana rant card.
Yeah.
And what you do is if you tap this for a red mana, we'll see here on the camera. If you tap this for a red mana, if you casted this to cast, if you use this red mana to cast an instant or sorcery that's red, you get to copy it and select new targets. I'm just going to put this right here. I'm going to put this right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take everything away.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh god, that was the other card that I completely forgot about that I was looking for.
Okay, just put
So
all
the
the
other-
I'm
the
gonna put
other-
the rares here and put the rares here.
Oh sure, yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
I was just doing it that way so that we could see our most recent ones.
Man,
That's
mythic rare though.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, because now I can put that in my burn deck.
No.
Because it's more likely, yeah.
No.
It'll go with Chandra. It'll go with Chandra. That is her
Jace,
job.
why would you do so? Okay, I'm opening up an instant.
And I will open up
I want
my
to rush this a little bit faster.
Shall we?
Alright.
You go ahead.
I'll start off first with our card we already talked about, the Scout.
Yep.
So a fun little card you can do with goblins and other cool shenanigans.
Bypass macro.
The Waltz. Oh, the Waltz. Return creatures. I got Dark Dabbing.
Yep.
So Liliana making her little spell for her brother.
Act of Treason.
Alright, I got the Chandra Fury again. So let's just say you use that for Pyromancer. That's gotta be stupid.
Farika's Disciple. Yeah, we already talked about this.
Charging Griffin.
Yeah, wow.
This is the part where it's gonna go fast because a lot of people have already seen these cards.
Yeah. Like Screeching Scab.
Yeah, I got the Gorger.
Here's some. Did we talk about this yet? Vine Snare?
Nope.
Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this turn by creatures with power 4 or less.
Basically a cheap, expensive fog. I have Artificial's Epiphany.
Oh yeah, I think I have one
So
of those.
basically, if you have an artifact deck, this is a good card because you for 3 you get to draw 2 cards, and if you control an artifact, if you control no artifacts, discard a card. That's what I was looking for. Let's say if you control 1, then discard. Wait, I remember playing it wrong. Well, it's a cool little quick instant to draw 2 cards if you have an artifact on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
I
start
think I have
coming in.
one of those. Oh, Cleric with the forward order. Gain 2 life for each creature control.
Basically, like the Undead Servant, but with the Cleric, this one you gain life for each creature on the battlefield.
So yeah, if you want, and it's only 2 mana, so I'd recommend 4 in there.
Alchemist Fail.
Yeah, we talked about that. Lightning Javelin. That's
Ouch.
deal 3 damage. Scry 1.
Again,
Nothing.
Pyromancer Goggles.
Haha.
Unholy Hunger. We already talked about that. There's
Yep.
Archangel Tice.
Shambling Ghoul. Enters the battlefield tap for 2 mana, and it's a 2/3.
I need to make a zombie deck again.
Yeah.
I have a cool card I like to play with Renown. It's a Topin Freeblade. It's a 2/2 Vigilance with Renown 1. I like it because it's a 2-drop for a 2/2 with Vigilance.
Right.
I like that.
Yep.
And it's only a common.
Calculated Dismissal. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 3 mana. Really pay attention to the mana that they have for these kind of opportunities because
So if they
there
have
are
like 2 mana open, then you can play that.
yeah.
And then if you have Spell Mastery, you scry 2 as well. It's just a little added bonus.
Right.
I have Claustrophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's favorite little tap creature, and they can't untap until this is gone.
You basically put him in a coffin.
He completely a coffin, so he's freaked out. Just quickly, he's freaked out in there. Look how freaked out he is. Okay.
Never bury somebody alive.
Ugh.
Especially if they have a fear
Yeah.
of enclosed spaces. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
one prank. I don't know if you saw it. Rock Smaulers.
Another good Renown card.
Trample, Renown 2, and...
It's a 5-drop for a 4/4.
Yeah, 5.
5-drop for a 4/4 with Trample, and with Renown 2, so it could become a 6/6 with Trample. No, you can't touch that.
Mm-hmm.
I got, going to my comments, I got the Gaia Purd Aether Grid. Another artifact card. If you tap 2 untapped artifacts, you get to do 1 damage to our creature or player.
Yeah, again.
So basically with artifacts, it's a good artifact
Yeah,
card.
that's what I have. You were talking about you needed a blue card recently. I don't know if you have one, but I've got Hydrolash. Do you have that?
now.
Do you have
What
that
number
now?
is it?
Number 59?
59.
This for 3 mana, attacking creatures get -2 and okay, good. He does have it now. -2 and -0 until end of turn, and you draw a card.
Draw a card.
Defense.
3-card. It's 3-drop instant to draw a card and give attacking creatures. Such a cool little ability you can draw. I got Angel's Tomb. 3-drop. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield on your. Ooh, wait.
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield.
Oh, you may turn him in. I was like, wait, that thing. So basically, whenever a creature enters the battlefield,
know,
he turns into a 3/3 angel.
I did that the first time. I just did a double take. This is the ugliest card I've ever seen, honestly.
Bleh.
He played it
Let's
against
break
me.
Marauder. Whenever he enters the battlefield, each player, including yourself, sacrifices a creature.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a 3/1, so he's fun to get rid of those pesky big creatures if you're.
Yeah, he's a 3/1. He's a 3/1. Yeah.
He's a 3/1. Yeah, you could sacrifice him if you wanted to, because he enters the battlefield, so then you can target him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've done before, and he's fun.
Yeah.
I got another throwing knife.
Okay. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. Spirit. We already talked about that.
Okay, I'm on my rare.
Okay.
I'm on my rare.
Mm-hmm. You want to show me first?
I'm going to show my ad card. Ad card.
Ooh, a demon.
I
Don't
need
you still
that.
need that?
I need that.
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't
actually
have
the
it.
only token I don't think I have. And
Yeah.
then I got a island. So I don't think I got a planeswalker, but I need that demon. I'm taking that. My rare is. I suppose he's okay, but he's a bulk rare, so he's 25 cents. The High Arbiter.
Oh god, I have like 2 of those right now.
He's an Alamarte, the High Arbiter. He's a legendary Sphinx. This went back to sleep. Flying, when he enters... So he's a good card. When he enters the battlefield, each player reveals his or her hand, and you choose a name of non-land card, and players cannot cast that spell.
Mm-hmm. I've got like 3 of those right now.
So
if
he's
you can believe that.
an interesting bulk rare. And what did you get?
I think I have one of these actually. Abbot of Carroll Keep. When he enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card, but you have to do it before the end of your turn. You have to keep that in mind. But you still have to play mana for it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And then I got planes and a soldier.
Soldier. Okay, I'm opening my last pack.
Okay, clearing.
Last pack.
Oh wow, we're down to the final pack.
Last pack.
All right. Yeah, you go ahead.
So I have Enshrouding Mist. This is a 1-drop. Target creature gets 1/1 and prevent all damage to be dealt to it. If it's renowned, untap it. So a good card for renown, because you prevent all damage dealt to it, so it still deals damage. And if it's renowned, you untap the creature.
Right.
So good renown card.
Yes.
Elf.
Oh. Thornbow Archer. When it attacks each opponent who doesn't control an elf, loses 1 life.
Elf. Sorry, I had to talk about elf. Adding cards to my binder.
Yeah.
Okay, my next card is the Weight of the Underworld, a reprint from Theros.
Yes.
Enchanting creature uses an enchantment deck. It's a
Atlas.
4-drop. Sorry?
It looks like Atlas.
Yeah, it's a 4-drop. Enchanting creature gets -3, -2. So it just basically wears them down a little bit. Seeing how they're weighting the Underworld on top of their noggin.
Mm-hmm. Cobblebrute. 5/2 for a 4-drop.
Another elemental card
That's
for
it.
those elemental decks
Nothing
anyone
else special.
wants to make. I have Bone to Ash. So counter target creature spell, and then you draw a card. It is a good draft card, but I wouldn't really put it into a deck.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to move these over a little bit.
Yeah, our faces are taking over it.
Yep.
Shining Mist.
Shining Mist. We already talked
Yay.
about that, didn't we?
Geez, do you have my same pack?
Maybe.
I have Kraken's Disciple, which
Because
we
you
already
put
talked about.
that. Because you revealed an Enshrouding Mist, and then you also revealed Weight of the Underworld, didn't you?
And then with Cleric of the Forward Order.
Okay, we're breaking now because I've got Artificial's Epiphany.
Violent and Javelin.
Mm-hmm. Might of the Masses.
Shaman Ghoul.
Oh, Guardian Automaton. So here's something new. When it dies, gain 3 life.
Pretty easy. If you
Good
have an artifact
blocker, especially if you're low on health.
that card, I would. Gesundheit.
Yes,
Let it out. Don't hold it in. Or I'll counter that. You're supposed to let it out.
Yeah, I know. Leaf Gilder. Yeah.
Rock Mauler. Good card.
Alchemist Vial.
Heavy Infantry.
Alright.
Basically, it's a good 5-drop card for a 3/4, and then you. When you enter the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. So before combat, play them. You tap one of their defenders. Easy peasy.
Right. Ring Warden Owl. Prowess, flying. That was useful in the draft.
It was a good draft card because it's a flyer 3/3 for 5. It is a bit expensive,
fried,
but it does have
prowess.
flying and prowess.
And I had a lot of spells in there, so it worked
I
out.
have the card that I didn't really expect in this set. Call from the Full Moon,
That
which
looks
is
like an
making me
Innistrad?
really wonder. It's not.
No, it's
It
not.
was not an Innistrad, but it looks like an Innistrad card.
Yeah.
Enchanting creature gets 3/2 and trample, so he basically turns into a werewolf. And then, if at the beginning of each upkeep, if the last player played 2 or more spells, he sacrifices it. So basically, what a werewolf does.
Yeah.
So for all you werewolf cards,
Or
here's the cards.
retransform, right?
Yeah.
Oh, another one. I might use this. I might not. Majoring Network. Add 1. You can tap it. The 3 things you can do. You can tap it for 1 colorless mana. You can tap it and play 1 mana to put a storage counter on it. And then you can also tap it to remove X storage counters from it and add X colorless.
So it's basically a storage
mana.
land.
If you're saving up for something huge,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Ooh, yeah, good for artifacts. Reclusive Artificer.
I think I have enough of those in my
It's a
deck,
2/3 haste, and whenever it enters the battlefield, it
Have to
deals
check
a
that.
number of each artifact you control. That is deadly if you have a big artifact deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I do.
I need that.
Sylvan Messenger.
I need that.
Yeah, so we got 2/2 trample, and when it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all elf cards revealed this way into your hand, and the rest onto the bottom of your library in any order.
I need that.
Sure.
Yay!
I don't think it's worthwhile for me, so it doesn't matter because I'm not using green immediately.
Oh, that's another card I need. Dweeman's Elite. When it enters the battlefield, you put a 1/1 elf. If you control an elf, put another 1/1 elf on the battlefield.
Yeah, you can have that one too. That's fine.
Yay! So it is a 2-drop 2/2, which I like, and then you can add another 1/1 elf.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
It's your turn.
Foundry of the Consoles.
Jeez, look at you go with all these pretty lands.
I'm so...
Really
I might use that again because you can tap it for colorless mana, or you can pay 5, tap, and sacrifice it, and you can put 2 Thopters onto the battlefield.
That's why it's expensive to tap it.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have my rare? I do have my rare. But I'm going to take out these cards. Fuck, I hate when they do that. It's not a Planeswalker, but they give us that card.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a Planeswalker because you can't see the backside. But no, I hated it. Because at first they told us that if you get this card in your pack,
Yeah.
there's basically going to be a guaranteed Planeswalker. But they don't.
Yeah, because I do
they-
get those every now
Because here's the rare. I haven't shown it yet. Here's the rare. Again, or mythic rare. But they sent this in it. You're thinking, oh, I got a Planeswalker. Good job. But no, the Planeswalker's on the ad card. So
Mm-hmm.
get out of here unless you need that. I don't need it.
I don't need
Okay, you go first.
it. Okay.
I'll say this. I need it.
This might be the reason why I brought him here, because he's very lucky guy. So my ad card isn't anything in particular. Got a Plains, and my card. Okay, it's not a Planeswalker. Okay. Okay, ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck. Fuck. Yes! Another Majoring Responder. I could probably use that. Yeah? I got a Majoring Responder. I'll probably use that. Oh my... I find that hilarious. There is no way that is planned. Okay, no, I'm laughing more at the fact that we actually both opened a Majoring Responder series.
Do you have the same pack as me?
No, I didn't! What did we open? What was it?
I opened up.
A Jace.
I opened a Gideon.
I don't know.
Can I have one?
Maybe. You probably could. Oh, you see, this is why I like recording these sort of things, because
It is hilariously stupid.
it is funny. I was laughing more at the fact that we both opened one, and no, but that's a good card actually. Because
It is a good card.
I like this one
Is
a
it
lot.
because we were
but-
talking about it so much?
No, I don't know actually.
No, the reason why it's a good card is because Majoring Responder attacks and deals 7 damage to target creature defending player controls. Woof!
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to pay 7 mana to untap them.
Yeah, I
But
know.
you sure already have the mana down to be able to untap them because you have
What-
7 mana to play them.
That said, going back to Majoring Network, I do have these in my artifact deck, so that can sort of prepare for their arrival. Kind
The
of.
untap step takes out claustrophobia.
What's that?
It takes out claustrophobia.
Yeah, it does, because it's just a tap. Oh,
There's our draft. There's our pack.
This is why I film these things, because when anything special happens, at least we get our hilarious reaction on footage. Can we
yeah.
please look at that?
It was already done. It
It's
already,
done.
it already went by.
We'll have to look at the footage on that. That's So, for the review of what we did manage to get, we got 2 Majoring Responders at the same time. We got an Abbot of Carol Keep, Alhamrit the High Arbiter, Animist's Awakening, Jace's Sanctum. How many is that? Is that 6? 6, yeah. Nissa's Revelation, Sigil of the Empty Throne, and Pyromancer Gauntlets, which is awesome.
Yay! I got the only message
So,
again.
decent find for the Fat Pack. I now have a second proper box to fit all my Origins card, because I have more Origins is probably the most cards that I have of any set, because of all those pre-releases and drafts and boosters that I've opened. So I bought a second Fat Pack so that I could house them all.
I'm just checking.
Yeah. Awesome. So in terms of the Fat Pack opening, we are basically done, and we're gonna keep rolling though. Anybody who's watching have any questions, opinions about certain cards, certain combos that might work out, feel free to go ahead and leave it into the chat. We're just gonna go ahead and organize a few things, and if you are not sticking around, then I will say thank you very much for joining us, and as per usual, until the next game I play, have a good... Actually, how did I usually say?
I don't know.
I can't
Are you
remember
trying
how...
to do a Markiplier kind of thing?
No, I was gonna say, until I play the next game, have a good night.
Yay!
That's my outro there.
Yay! That's a good outro. Yeah, he's the artifact I'm missing. He's a quarter.
What, major responder?
Yeah.
Oh, he's only a quarter?
Yeah.
Let me see. If I need him, I'm actually going to examine my other deck to see if I do.
You got 2 in 1 Fat Pack.
I know.
No, you're not. I'm not hanging your back.
I think I might only need 1. I don't know. Because he's very expensive. Yeah, I would have to really examine my artifact deck, but I'll tell you what, I will get back to you on that when I actually do take a close look at all these cards that I've gotten, because I still have
For all 3.
For all 3? Those 3 ones for that?
I already have 2 of those.
What is that? When a creature attacks you, you may search your library for attacks. You may search your library for basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library.
I think there's 1/1.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll let you have the Major Ring Sonder, because I usually build with either 1 of a kind, 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind. Never usually 2 of a kind, but I guess I can settle with 2 of a kind.
Yeah, you're winning by far. I'm only at 150.
What?
I'm only at 150 for these 3 cards.
You're at 150, and how much is this?
That's $3, so I'm okay with that.
Are you sure?
You gain money.
All right.
So why not take those Power Master cards off your hand?
No, you already have one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's fine. So, update. I just traded a Major Ring Responder and a couple of other cards for Sword of the Animus, which is totally fine. I honestly, oh, I'm looking at this feed now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I don't think I need a lot of Major Ring Responders, because if it's a card that's sort of nice if it would come up, but I'm not relying on it to come up. But still an artifact.
I have all white cards and artifacts now.
Excellent. Was Major Ring Responder the last one?
Yep.
Alright. I think I'm going to close right there, actually.
Yeah, I'm okay to close it. I gotta go home soon.
Alright.
I need to write home.
I'll give you a ride home.
Do you have a pen and pencil anywhere near? Or should I use a sword?
The sword.
I can't reach the sword.
I'll get the sword.
Give me the sword.
This is just, oh, by the way, yeah, this is a sword that I got from Disneyland. It writes in blood red. It's actually slightly lighter, but still.
Yeah.
I bought it because I like pirates.
Oh, thanks for that. Please, that's good. There
There we go.
No, but look at all these cards. Wait, did I actually write down what the Sword of Amethyst is? Which Sword of Amethyst is number?
Sword of Amethyst is 240.
Is it 240?
It is 240.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm writing down all the cards I put into my one deck, just so I know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have this over here.
Yep.
So these are my red green commander decks, and these are all my elf deck.
Ah, nice. All right.
So I don't go looking for them later.
Of course.
But let's get going.
Ah, I've got to put these back in my Thopter deck because that's where I took them from.
This video was fun. I did
That funny thing at the end. I'm gonna stop the feed now, and I want to just look back at that moment where I both pulled one. All right.
I was like, hey, look, Major Ring Responder. I'm going to quickly. I'm going to hold this one.
I know. Okay. All right. That's all for tonight.